Hey, this is Rick Kasalage, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I wanted to go through 5 simple neck pain exercises at home for men. And I'll get Andrew to go through the first one, and then I'll explain it in detail and then show you the other 4. So there you go. That ends up being the first one, the ball into the neck. So I'll get you to face that way, Andrea. So what you can see is Andrea's got the ball and she's pushing the ball into her neck and kind of massaging out those upper trapezius muscles, the neck muscles, in order to loosen up that neck muscle in order to provide neck pain relief. So with this one, you're going to go 5. So when it comes to sets, reps, and time, you're going to go 1 set of 5 repetitions on one side of the neck, and then the same thing, 1 set of 5 repetitions on the other side. And you either can do 2 things. You can roll the ball up and down the muscle, or you can find sensitive areas, press down on those sensitive areas, and when they release or they decrease the sensitivity, then you can move to another spot, and you're looking at finding those 5 sensitive areas. Now, when it comes to the ball, you can push with your hand the ball in, or you can go up against the wall. So I can go with the ball up against the wall and lean up against the wall with the ball. And that'll end up getting more of an intense, a deeper massage. And if you end up having poor flexibility in your shoulders and can't reach behind your hand, behind your head, you can end up doing this ball against the wall. And if you don't want the ball to fire off, what you can end up doing is if you put the ball into a sock, that'll end up allowing you to hold it where you want. Now the second one ends up being neck rotations with arms fixed. So you're sitting in the middle of the chair, you're grabbing the bottom of the chair in order to lock in your shoulders, and you're starting off with good alignment, head, shoulders, hips, curving the back's normal, lightly tighten the stomach, and then you're gonna do neck rotation. So rotate the head to one side, coming to a stop, and then rotating to the other side. So what we end up doing here, dynamically stretching the muscle, working on some mobility in the neck in order to loosen up the neck and decrease your neck pain. So when it comes to sets, reps, and time, we're looking at 1 set, 5 repetitions each way, and you're coming to a stop. So you're holding the end position for 1 to 2 seconds. Now, the third one ends up being chair arches. So now you're moving all the way back in the chair. You're going to bring the hands in behind your head, and then you're going to arch over the chair. And with this one, what we're doing is loosening up that mid-back area, which ends up being tight and has a negative effect on your neck. We're also bringing those elbows back and kind of stretching out the front of the shoulder, because that tightness in the front of the shoulder will bring our shoulders forward and our head forward, which puts unnecessary stress on the neck. And then last, I'll get you to 1 more repetition, is we end up working on tightening, waking up those muscles in the mid-back. And those postural muscles are really important to take the load, to take the load of our head and shoulders in order to decrease the stress on our neck. Now when it comes to sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetitions, and you're coming to a stop. So you're holding that end position for a good second or 2. Now the fourth one ends up being chair, thread the needle. So now you're moving forward in the chair, you're near the end of the chair, you're separating your legs, you can go hip width apart or even shoulder width apart, and now you have your hands on your thighs, and then now you're going to bring your opposite arm through your opposite leg. So right arm through your left leg, and what we're trying to mainly focus in on is rotating through that mid-back area. And I'll get you to rotate. Yeah, that's great. And then so you can see we're working on that mid-back area. We're getting some low back movement, and the head's following the body. Good. So we're working on loosening up that mid-back area. So we did the chair arches to loosen up that mid-back area when it comes to extension or arching back. We did the chair thread the needles in order to loosen up that mid-back area when it comes to rotation. So that mid-back area tends to lock up and get tight just because of all the sitting we do when it comes to the driving, computer work, texting, reading, meetings, etc. Stiffens up that area. Now when it comes to sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetitions each side, and going to a stop, so holding that end position for 1 to 2 seconds. Now the 5th and last one ends up being chin tucks. So now you're moving in the middle of the chair, you're gonna sit nice and upright, good posture, and then now what you're gonna do is tilt the chin down and bring it back. And with this one, we're working on strengthening the underneath the chin, the front neck muscles. We're looking at stretching the back part of the neck muscles. Now when it comes to the chin tuck, don't go crazy. We want a light stretch in the back of the neck. We don't want a strong stretch, and if you overdo it when it comes to stretching, you'll irritate the muscle, and that can end up leading to headaches, tension headaches. So you want to look for a light stretch. Now when it comes to sets, reps, and time, 1 set, 5 repetition, holding the end position for a second or 2. So there you go. That ends up being the 5 simple neck pain exercises at home for men. Give those exercises a go. Now, if you're looking for some more tips and tricks when it comes to relieving neck pain, what I recommend for you to do is click right here. I have a brand new report called 5 Tricks That Fight Neck Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send the report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this video on a tablet, smartphone, mobile device, head down below into the description and click the first link, which will end up being exercisesforinjuries.com/necks. Let me know where to send that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comments section. And lastly, hit subscribe in order to get future pain relieving videos.